Greetings from SpiritQuest Sedona Retreats, the place for healing, self-growth, and relationship repair. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, this is Catherine Lash. I'd like to talk to you today about ego versus spirit. So it's really helpful to have this understanding so that you can examine your mode of operation, your go-to. And when we look at this, we can grow and expand and really shift the way we view the world and how we operate in the world. So let's dive in and explore this on a deeper level. What is the egoic part of self? All human beings have an aspect of themselves, the ego, that plays a role. And indeed, it can play a very important role. Its job is to protect you, protect your feelings, protect your integrity, and to win. It's your advocate. You know, it helps you remember those things that have happened in the past that you're trying to then move forward from. For example, if you touch a hot fire, later you're going to remember that, and when you approach that fire again, your ego is going to tell you, don't go there, don't touch it. But the problem is the ego gets involved in all aspects of being, not just keeping you safe. So it really is continually trying to connect the present day and the future to the past. It results in emotions such as anger, resentment, stories, anxiety, sadness, because it is not reaching for the higher good and for the universal aspect of wisdom and being. No, it's about you. It's wanting to protect you. It's judging. It's judging everything in front of it. It's remembering, oh yeah, that happened to me. It's carrying along the junk. And it really has two interesting ways that it manipulates or tries to operate. And one is to inflate, to puff up, to get bigger than life, to power over another being, to use that power to put force on someone so that you'll win. It's an inflation. It's the need to prove oneself. It is often brings in the aspect of control, the need to control. When we look behind this facade of this puffed up egoic person, there's really oftentimes this very fragile being behind it all. And it's just a tactic used to gain control, to gain a sense of, I am somebody. I proved myself. I won this thing. And the opposite thing that the ego sometimes does is it shrinks. It shrinks and goes into that victim mode, that poor me, that self-absorbed mode. It only sees from one point of view, and that is from that egoic point of view. It's really not part of the collective. It's what's happening to me? Who said this to me? How does this impact me? How am I going to win? What can I do to prove myself? It is that perspective. And that is the ultimate goal. So basically, these two unhealthy states of egoic operation involve many unhealthy tactics. It may include bullying, where we have to go and say something negative. We have to bombard someone else with negative. We have to put them down in order to puff ourselves up. And it's tragic to do that, the need, the want to do that. And maybe it's not as extreme. Maybe it's just simply gossiping. Simply getting reinforcement by telling a negative story and having someone else chime in. Oh yeah, that was wrong. And in telling this victim's story, instead of owning what we've done or owning the situation or having compassion in the situation, instead we're gossiping and we're getting empathy, we're getting attention, we're getting that very thing we need to feel good about ourselves. Gossip is extremely destructive. These tactics are really myopic self-absorption. The view of myself and what I need. They involve tactics such as gaslighting, making someone else feel that they're crazy, that didn't happen. Using a tactic, again, to gain control, to gain power, that somehow someone else is to blame, instead of owning what we've done, instead of really standing in our integrity, keeping our mouths shut and saying, okay, that is a situation that occurred because of what I did or the role that I played. Or even if you didn't play a role, really looking at the other person and saying, that's theirs. I'm going to allow them to work through it. Instead, we need to get in. We get to get in the middle of everything, as if the world revolved around us. We can also bring in triangulation, where we're bringing someone else into it, hoping that the result will be then in our favor. Or projection, projecting it onto someone else. Someone else is to blame. Someone else is the one that did the thing. And instead of really looking at the role that we played and sitting in that and owning that and being responsible for our decisions, our thoughts, or backing up and staying out of other people's business. This mode of operation really is a telling rather than an asking mode. If someone's telling you something, and it might seem like they're just telling you how they feel and they're finally speaking up, but be careful. This mode is a telling mode rather than an asking mode. It is a woe is me victimization mode. Well, when we shift to the spiritual mode, how is that different? If we're living in our soul selves, if we're living in that spiritual realm, how is that different than the egoic realm? The spiritual realm is a realm of empathy and compassion, a realm of freedom and allowing and flow. This is really a realm where if we live in this place majority of the time, it results in love and joy and kindness and understanding and empathy and peace and surrender. It's really the place where if we strive to be there, There's so much more and so much peace and happiness in this place. This is a place where we live from discernment, not judgment. It is a place of strong faith and belief that we're supported. We don't need to control it. We don't need to prove ourselves. We always have support. We have faith in a higher being or faith in something, the universe, that we are supported. We don't have to do it all. We don't have to prove the point. We don't have to get the revenge. We don't have to get the validation. We have it. We have it all right now. We have all the love and validation and support that we need in ourselves and in spirit. And when others validate it, it's just the icing. Validate us. It's just the icing on the cake. And we live more in a state of appreciation and gratitude. So we can start to evaluate ourselves and where we live the majority of the time. And see if we need to shift from those egoic thoughts, that egoic state that many of us were patterned at a very early age to walk down that road. Unfortunately, instead of the spiritual path. So what's the difference between living in a path where you're always judging versus discernment? Judgment is the constant need in the mind of how does this impact me? How do I win? How do I get ahead? How do I not feel bad about the situation? It's me. It's very wrapped up in self. And by putting other people down, I puff myself up. That is judgment. Constantly ridiculing other people. Constantly forcing them to see it from your point of view. Whether it's power over them or total victimization. It's about puffing ourselves up. It's about placing judgment on other people, what they should be doing, and how they are impacting us. It's a rumination that is a sickness in the mind that stews underneath everything. It doesn't clear things out and have a clear path and talk it through, let it go, move on with healthy relationships. No, it's pretending everything's okay and carrying this resentment underneath that comes back to, I didn't win, I didn't get what I wanted, so I will judge and I will punish. I will, force someone to come to my point of view. I'll get them back. I'll gossip about them. All these ugly things. Versus living in a very more high conscious state where we are living still in discernment, but in much more freedom state, allowing state. We're always thinking, is this for the greater good? How does this serve the greater good? And yes, we look at how it impacts us, but we're always thinking, well, how does it impact the other? This can go from anything to animals to plants to the planet. How does it benefit the whole? It really releases the anxiety. It causes the empathy and compassion and freedom and flow to come in. Really asking oneself, is this my business? Or, my mom always told me that what you say less is for the best. And usually that is true. Yes, sometimes we do need to, in love and compassion and kindness, express ourselves to explain. But a great deal of the time, it's not our path. So asking, is this my path? Is this my business? And most of the time the answer is no. Back up. That's not your business. Let that be their business and let their own karma follow them. And really looking at self-reflection, self-awareness. What part of this is mine? What role did I play in this? How would it feel to be the other person? I allow all beings to make their own decisions, and I continue to love them regardless. Again, we may not love what people do, but we can continue to love them with that big agape love, that big compassionate love, and allow everyone to receive the karmic path and destiny that they have, to learn their own lessons, and to, ask if anyone needs our help, but to self-examine. To what extent of the time do I live in this egoic state versus the spiritual state? So I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for joining me today.